It's always good to study excellence. It's always good to study multi-million dollar brands. And so in this video, I want to show you exactly what a brand has done to get themselves up, running and selling in a very, very hyper competitive marketplace, and also what you can learn from them as well. So if you're stuck on Facebook ads, and normally what that means is that you don't know what sort of advert to run to make money. Okay, that's typically what that means. So a very, very good thing to do, as I've already explained, is go look at what other people are doing and get ideas from that. This is obvi, because it's obvious, and you can tell that this is marketed to a certain demographic of people. Like, look at the beautiful branding they've done and think about who this is marketed to. Very, very clever. So again, this business does squillions. Very, very clever. And it's also a ludicrously competitive niche, like protein powders, supplements, hyper competitive. You need to be at the very top of your e-commerce game to make inroads into this sort of thing. So anyway, to figure out what they're doing, all we do, we go find their Facebook page. Last week or the week before, I showed you how to do exactly the same thing with Google Ads as well. I'm not going to show you that again, but find their Facebook page, go to page transparency, notice new era media. We can use that for all sorts of cool shit to understand more about their business too, but let's not do that. Go to ad library. From their ad library, I can now see what sort of adverts they're running and what sort of adverts they're not running. Turns out they're expanding into new marketplaces. So I'll talk about that in a second for you. Anyway, so here's 3 adverts that you can run that I think are really, really good. So the first one, let's just start it. Ooh. The first one is what I think of as a TikTok style advert. Like, it's very, very low rent. It's low budget ad. There's not much to it in terms of production values. All this young lady is doing is holding up the stuff ready to go. Okay. But I think the important thing here is to recognize that whilst there is sound, most people are not going to listen with sound. And so the important thing to remember is to make sure you put captions on the screen. So TikTok style ad, really, really well. Didn't even reverse the video. Exactly. Yeah. Very, very clever. And of course, that's just an influencer that you found to promote your products on TikTok, and then setting up the influencer deal so that you can then use that TikTok and it's yours to use wherever you want. That's all that deal is, okay? Super easy deal to put together. I've covered that in the inner circle before. Clever. Anyway, TikTok style, number 1. Number 2 is a static image, completely static image. There's all sorts of people on Fiverr who will put these together for you. The same things apply. The same things apply. Really great advert. Gives you everything you need to know. Notice the amount as well. Like, I tried to see if they were split testing different amounts, but they're not. So all the different amounts, all the different adverts that they've got are all running this same 30% off coupon. Okay. Which suggests to me that they have tested that and 30% is optimum. Okay. So what should you run for your Black Friday sale? I would absolutely try 30% and see how that goes for you as well. Maybe because everybody else runs 20%, 30% works much, much better. I don't know the psychology behind it, but very, very good. Okay, so again, we've just learned something new. As Dean says, these are easy to make on Canva. Absolutely, they are. So that's a static ad. Next is a GIF ad. So I really, really like this GIF. I'm going to share it with you. Hopefully it comes through. And again, you can make these on Canva too, by the way. So the reasons that I like this is big, bold. Here's what it is. Here's what it's for. Okay, great. We all love that. But underneath, I love this scrolling thing of befores and afters. Basically, it's like social proof scrolling along the bottom. I think that's incredibly clever to have both things on the advert. I think that's a very, very clever thing to do. Absolutely something I'm going to do with my businesses as well. I hadn't thought about that before. I think it's very, very clever. I would definitely test that. All right. So a little bonus for you as well, because remember I told you we could see that they're going into other marketplaces. So now, whenever I see that, instantly I think to myself, well, now I get to see what their control advert is. Okay. Control advert means it's the advert that they have the most consistent success with. Okay. And all businesses will put their control advert into any new markets they go into, because that would be the smart thing to do. Okay. So anytime you see a business if you're on Facebook and you see that they're now saying ahora in, I can't even speak Spanish, in Mexico or in Kuwait, go to the World Cup, then you can say to yourself, now I get to see their control advert. Turns out their control advert is a static ad, Look, it's all the same. So if I just do a search here and just put Mexico there, I can now see all the adverts they're running in Mexico. And it's a static ad. Okay. That's interesting, don't you think? So they've had the best success using their static ad, and it's that static ad that's been most successful for you. So here I am on their page. You've got to be here first, yeah? And then in here where it says keyword, I can just put in Mexico like that and just filter that out. And now I get to see all the adverts with Mexico in them. Okay. And now I get to see the adverts that are running in that specific country. That's kind of cool. I like that. So again, what that tells us is here's the advert that is consistently a winner for them. Well, we should copy that. Not like word for word, but like what's on it, the way they've laid it out, the foundations of the ad is a winning formula. That was a video from my regular Q&A session with the members of the Aussie Online Entrepreneurs. We are a community of 2,500 professional e-commerce entrepreneurs from right around the world, with sales, by the way, of over $50 million. If you'd like to find out more about us and of course come and join us, get yourself off to www.aussieonlineentrepreneurs.com.au, and I will see you on the next video. Till then, bye.